Hello there. Thank you for joining me at Leaping Lotus Tarot. My name is Addison. If you're new, I'm going to be doing a Leo reading today. Please only take the messages that resonate for you and leave what doesn't for somebody else. I will include in the description box the tarot decks and oracle decks that I use. I'm going to go ahead and start off with an oracle message. Let's just get the context for where this reading is going, okay? Take a deep breath for me if you would. Tune into the energy. Set your intention. What does Leo need to hear? Okay, we have the healing stone. Tenderness, care, gentleness, and nourishment. So this sounds a lot like self-care. This is something that you probably need to do for yourself. This is a time to be really patient with yourself. You may be feeling really hard on yourself right now. The entrance stone, new beginnings, step forward, expansion. Somebody might be wanting to go onto a health journey. That's kind of what I'm getting, is somebody's kind of like, you know what, I need to lose the weight. Summer's coming. I need to get my body right. I need to get my mental space right. It's kind of what it feels like. So let's just see. Dive into the tarot. This is the tattoo tarot. All right, let's see. What does Leo need to hear? What kind of journey are they going on? What's this new beginning towards health and healing? What is this healing journey? Let's get more specifics. Ooh, Ace of Cups in reversed. So somebody's definitely like, this is a healing of, like, I'm not trying to get into a relationship, right? Like, it could be healing because of a relationship, but it's basically like, nope, new emotion. That's not what this new beginning is. So yeah, there's that Ace of Cups in reverse. Like, nope, it's not in regards to a relationship. We got a Six of Cups and we got an Ace of Swords. Somebody is really clear about like what they want for themselves is what it seems like. It's actually very interesting that there's like a cross with a heart in the center here. So you may not be religious, but there could be something about somebody coming into faith, and whether it's faith in a religion or it's faith like in yourself, faith in knowing that the divine is there for you always, that you are a divine being, that you are a manifester, and it's faith and trust in a process. And you're very clear about that with this Ace of Swords. This is the divine hand coming down with clearness and just clarity around whatever this path is. So whatever this thing is that you're taking the time to gently, tenderly care for yourself and heal with, you're super clear about it. You're not unsure. You're like, if I'm single right now, I'm focused on me. I'm focused on health and well-being. I'm not, the Fool in reverse. This is interesting because the Fool is a new journey. It's starting over. So there is something very unique about, even though this is a new beginning and a step forward towards expansion, this is not like, this feels like it's been like a long time coming, or it feels like you already have been on this path. Like maybe you've been on this health and wellness path for a while, and this is you like circling back like, hey, sorry, I got distracted for a minute there. Whether it was because of a relationship or because like maybe, I know for me personally, I've been on the health and wellness journey since I was in college. I'm 30 now, and I've gotten off track a little bit. Basically, I've gained, anytime I work in the restaurant industry, which is, I'm doing that part-time right now. So I'm, anytime I get in the restaurant industry, I gain like 15 pounds. So that's happened several times now, and I always get it back, but it's like, okay, I have to clearly set that intention, right? Of, all right, I know what the right thing to do is. I just need to do it, and I need to be diligent. It's just hard when the food's right there. It's easy to just snack or to eat the wrong thing because it's just so convenient, right? So this is a clarity of like, okay, you know what to do. You're not unsure about what to do, so you're doing it, right? Tell me some more about like this clarity and decisiveness. I'd like to know what in particular this means to you. So what this means to you, wow. Okay, we got a lot of cards here. Okay. So the first one that came out is Eight of Wands. So for some tarot readers, this can be like communication. It can be a speed card. It can be things that like you're moving quickly towards. I don't really, in this particular circumstance, I don't think this is a communication card. This is like quickly, it just feels very like, okay, like the intention is so clear about what you're passionately going to move towards now. And it's funny because there's the Tower. And so that can be a scary card for some people. It's uprooting things. It's, very clearly an expansion type thing. as far as, you know, with like the entrance stone. I think it's kind of interesting how we have like the entrance stone and there's like a tower and there's like this entrance to the tower. It just, you know, things get shaken up. Things get shaken up here. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Four of Coins in reverse. We have the King of Wands in reverse. And we have the Eight of Cups. This is kind of telling me it's like, hey, there might be some options. There might be things I need to move away from or move towards. It feels like there's like a Knight of Wands who's like coming in to like scoop you off your feet. All right, I have to go, guys. I will splice this. I have to go make a smoothie for somebody, so I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I happen to make a smoothie for myself as well. This is mango, pineapple, and blueberry. Okay, back to it. So, yeah, what I'm getting that I got with these cards, kind of with that King of Wands reverse and the Knight of Wands upright, it's either the same masculine is coming back around that you might have just had a connection with, kind of realizing what he lost, because it's like he was presenting himself as like a King of Wands, but really he's like, actually I'm a knight and this is who I really am. Or this is somebody similar to this King of Wands in reverse that you just were dealing with. You're attracting a similar kind of energy with that wand energy. That could be that Eight of Wands. Like maybe that was that other person moving in quickly, like, hey, but it's like, this is a knight. So regardless, whether it's the same person or a new person, it's the same taste of, it's like a been there, done that. Like you're like, no thanks, Ace of Cups in reverse, right? Like I'm not doing that again. No thanks. Basically kind of what I'm getting with that. So I don't care how fast they're moving in. I'm here to heal. I'm about me now. You know, I'm here for a new beginning. That's the energy you're giving through, okay? And this other person's like, wait a minute, or, you know, maybe it's somebody new, right? Either way, you're not really interested. You're not interested in the past. You're not interested in redoing that stuff. So tell me like what you're moving into. Like I still feel like we need to like quit being distracted by these like other things that aren't serving you and figure out like, okay, what's like this new beginning? Like I want to know more about this exciting thing for you. Tell me that energy. Okay, we've got the Eight of Wands again. All right, let's get back to that then. What's the clarity for this Eight of Wands? What does this mean? Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, that's kind of like giving me reminiscent of like that Ace of Swords. So why is the Queen in reverse? There's something very specific here. Oh gosh, this is a lot. Okay, the Queen of Swords in reverse because of the Knight of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Girl, I think that you're dealing with a couple different masculines here is what I'm getting. I think you've got a few options of guys who want to grow with you, but they're not empowering the best version of you. That's exactly what it is. We have the moon. This is intuition. It can be illusion. It's like basically the feminine energy. And right underneath the moon, when I was like, it's like they're not embracing the best version, like they're not empowering you to be the best version of yourself. And right underneath that moon card was the Empress, okay? So what I'm getting is like this Knight of Wands, King of Wands guy, you know, he ain't it. He ain't it. You already know that. This Knight of Wands guy coming in, like he's a good match for you, but the same thing, it's like he ain't it. Because he puts you in your Queen of Swords like in reverse. So it's like he ain't it either. Oh my gosh. Okay, tell me about this Empress. Like, I want to put all these cards away and I need to figure out about this Empress because it feels like, it just feels like you're so like you focused right now. This is amazing. Like, good for you for having these masculine options and realizing that like choosing yourself is what you need to do here and not settle. Tell me more about the Empress. Tell me about the Ace of Cups in reverse in tandem with this Empress here. What does that mean? What is this? What is this? Okay. Ooh, High Priestess. Ooh, girl, you're finding out what you really want. You're getting into like, what do I need? Who am I? What do I want? Like, no face, like no cap, right? Like, no, I'm not joking anymore. Whoa. Six of Swords in reverse. That's interesting. Well, actually, it's not. I was thinking, I was like, that's weird because Six of Swords is like a moving on energy. It's sailing away, going into like something else. And I was like, oh, that's weird that it's in reverse, but it's not weird because sometimes my interpretation of the Six of Swords card is moving back into the self, sailing that boat back into who you are. So actually that makes a lot of sense. Three of Coins in reverse. We're gonna have to get clarity on that one. This is more to the story. What's the Three of Pentacles? What's the Three of Coins in reverse? What does that mean for this Empress High Priestess? Two of Cups in reverse and the Knave of Swords. Ooh. So the Knave of Swords is not representing a masculine, I don't think, in this particular case. I think it just goes back to that clarity and decisiveness of that new beginning. Like being really clear, that you're having to move away from a romantic connection. Two of Cups in reverse. Girl. Whoa. Just because they're not right for you. Queen of Coins in reverse. When I split the deck there. Who is right for you? Is there a King of Pentacles? Who is right for you? Wheel of Fortune reverse, Death in reverse. When I ask who is right for you, what this is kind of telling me is like, that's not the focus here. It's clearly not the focus. Yourself is the focus. That's the new beginning. You're not ready to spin the wheel on a new cycle of love yet. I mean, that's just as clear as day. So we're not going to ask about another masculine. We're not going to ask about who out there is a good match for you. We're not going to ask about that. The reason I wanted to ask about it is because I saw that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm like, ooh, maybe you're kind of like an earthy pentacle energy and like there's a counterpart that'll match. Because how we saw the swords not working out, we saw the wands not working out. And then when I saw a glimpse of the pentacles, I was like, ooh, is the pentacle going to work out? And it's like, we're not, that might be your energy, like that might be who you are, but it's like, we're not looking at that counterpart right now. That's not the focus. The focus is healing and going into your Empress energy. Okay, I don't want to get this to get too long, so I'm just going to get a little bit more like inspiration and motivation for this Empress energy, this independent, like tell me more about this independent Empress energy and like what you're doing and like all that. Ooh, okay, something's very interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. Something very interesting about that Queen of Pentacles. So even though this is a Leo reading, this could be a situation where you're actually a Virgo listening to for a Leo. Maybe this is like the kick in the butt that you need to hear of like, be done with this Knight of Wands, King of Wands guy. He's not for you. You need to go within and be your empowered self. This is, the Hermit is a major arcana card. It represents Virgo. And I remember how I was just asking about the Queen of Pentacles. Very similar vibe with Virgo, earth energy, right? So, but we also have Capricorn, earth energy here with the Devil, toxicity, addiction, being stuck in old patterns and ways, needing to break out of a cycle. And so it's like, hey, you need to go within. You've got this Devil energy here still lingering, right? You need to move into your Empress energy and you got to get rid of that, right? Nine of Coins in reverse. Like, you're not going to find happiness and peace and prosperity with yourself when you've got that Devil energy lingering around, and we got the Emperor in reversed. So again, it's associating with this masculine energy. Like, I don't care if you are trying to tell yourself that he's right for you. He's not your Emperor. He's not your one. And that frankly shouldn't even be your focus right now. You've got to focus on you. If you've got any sign at all that you need to leave your situation, this is your validation. Now, if this does not resonate for you and you're completely happy in your connection and you're not trying to go anywhere, just disregard this message. This could be for a friend. This could be for somebody else. I don't know. But for those who need to hear this, is like, this is your message of like, this is you time. This is for you. This is about you and your healing. Don't take this man back. Don't take him back. No, don't do it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I hope you got something out of that. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but at the beginning of this reading, when I said set your intention, if your intention was like, I need a yes or no, like, what do I do about this man? Do I let him go? Do I move on? Do I take him back? Here's your message, right? Okay. Hope you like that. Hit like and subscribe, especially if you've stayed all the way to the end. It is free to be a subscriber on this channel, and it greatly helps me get the word out there for people who need to hear these messages. I enjoy you guys and your positive energy on my channel so much. And as always, we'll see you next time.